Hey there, everybody. Hey, Fired Up After 50 friends. It's Nancy Fox, the Business Fox, and it is day 13 of my 30-day Mind Body Business Challenge. Well, today most of the time I've been sharing with you all about my fitness routine and staying focused on my mindset and all of that, and how I'm developing the mindset of commitment and also working on my fitness routine. Well, today is actually, I'm sort of shifting the priorities around. Today is a business and money mindset day, so I really want to talk to you about that. I've been working on a brand new workshop training, a webinar for all of my Fired Up After 50 community. For those folks who have left or lost jobs in the last numbers of months and are really looking at shifting their careers and changing their lives and their careers. And for many, many, many 50 plusers, it's a real struggle because there's a lot of ageism in the job market today. And so I've been doing a lot of coaching and a lot of training of 50 plusers in really retooling and just rebooting their careers and their lives, and teaching many of them how to become their own bosses and become business owners. And that's what I've been working on the business side of this challenge for the last few weeks. So today, what happens is very often, always expect the unexpected. It was launch day of putting up my new webinar, and there were a lot of technology details to deal with. And so here's what happens when my assistant is clamoring for information, when my web developer is clamoring for information, and I've got deadlines to meet in my business, and I've got clients to work with, and I've got a workshop that I'm going to be leading live, and all these things are converging. And I'm really at the same time focused and committed to maintaining my balance and my fitness and my mindset at the same time. It can be an interesting juggling act. So today I really shifted the priorities around, and I began working on the business part of my regimen, and it started pretty early in the morning. So here's what happens. You get so wrapped up in the role of everything that, now it is now about 2:45, and I'm just going to be getting ready to do my workout in the afternoon. And I think today I made a decision, because it's been so mentally challenging, that I'm going to do my workout today is going to be a yoga workout. And so my plan was to get on the treadmill or to do my step aerobics today. But you know what? I'm shifting it up. I'm changing it up, and I'm going to really pay attention to creating a more serene kind of experience for my fitness routine today and my mindset, and that's what I'm going to do. But before I jump into that, I really want to talk a little bit about this webinar that I just launched, because since this is a Fired Up After 50 community, there may be quite a few of you who are really, you're exactly in this situation where you are either looking at career change or career transition. Maybe you've lost a job. Maybe you have been thinking about leaving your job and you're not really sure what you should be doing. Or maybe you're even been considering starting a side business or a full-time business, and you don't know what you really want to do, and you're not quite sure what direction to go in. So I'm actually going to share with you some of the really important, the way I put this workshop together for you is I really work with, I really have laid it all out. It's a roadmap for folks like you, where you can actually really have a completely new perspective on yourself and your own power, your own professional power, and your own earning power, and start to take your power back, rebuild your confidence, see completely new avenues for how you could really reboot your career and become your own boss. And but in order to do that, to go from being a job kind of person into an entrepreneur, to go from being an executive or an employee to entrepreneur, it takes some shifting. And so in my workshop webinar, which is entitled Career Rescue: Take Your Power Back and Build a Client-Filled Business at the Age of 50 Plus, I've laid it all out. I've actually laid out the exact roadmap for you, exactly what you need to do to make that transition successfully. And there are 5 critical shifts that you have to make. And I'm going to walk you through each one of those. And so in about 40 or 45 minutes, I walk you through a very content-rich kind of workshop where you can really dive in and sort of see what the opportunities are for you and how you actually have to put this together so that you can make this transition successfully. Now, fortunately for me, when I made this transition a number of years ago, I saw the handwriting on the wall. I was a corporate executive for quite a long time, and I saw that the industry was really changing. I saw that the opportunities were getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I saw that my opportunities would be fewer and fewer. And I knew that if I didn't make a transition soon, that I was going to be sort of left out in the cold. And what I really believed is that I needed to have an insurance policy around that. And so I started looking at how I could create my own business, even though I'm not a natural entrepreneur or didn't think I was. And I had no idea about how I was going to do this. And on top of that, all I knew was I'll tell you what my career was. I was the head of marketing and product development for a number of very well-known women's underwear companies, and I was responsible for product development and developing product lines for lingerie companies. And I had that career for close to 2 decades, and that's all I really knew, or so I thought. So making this transition, I didn't really see any opportunity for me outside of that industry, but I was very, very wrong. And I started to really get some education and some training and some coaching around how I could transition my career. And now that I've done it successfully, I share it back with folks like you. And if I can do it, then you can do it too. You just need the right mechanisms, the right shifts. You need to have the right tools and most importantly, you need the right mindset, and you need a lot of desire. I had a lot of desire because once I lost my job, I never wanted to work for anybody ever again. And I made up my mind I was never going to have another resume, and I was going to replicate my salary, and I was going to break through that way. And I did. I broke through that way, way, way long ago. So if I can do it, you can do it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you that the location that you go to actually watch this webinar, if it's something that it really is calling to you, you go to www.thebusinessfox.com/career rescue webinar. And I'm going to post the link below, so don't worry about that. Now, I'm now going to wrap this video up. I hope you can sort of relate to what I'm going through, that some days we have to shift our priorities around. But what I really am is committed. As you can see, I'm still tracking all of my 30-day Mind Body Business challenge, right? Today's day 13, and I'm going to be getting ready to do my yoga workout, and I'm going to do a lot of really good stretching. And once I do that workout, I'm going to sort of chill and be more serene, and I can do it better. I actually worked on doing my meditation earlier today, and my mind was so jammed full of business that I had to sort of take a pause, let it go, and work on the business and let it go for later in the day and really sort of shift up my priorities about how I was going to execute this. But my commitment is firm, and I'm on track, and I'm sharing it with you. Just as I've shared this, complimentary workshop. By the way, I just want to remind you that this training that I'm sharing with those of you who are really looking at making a career change, it's a free webinar. So I'm not selling you anything, but I want to share these great, important, the 5 critical shifts. I had to make them. And if you don't make them, you're not going to be successful in making this transition from employee to entrepreneur. And I really want you to have that. All right, everybody. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to get to work on my yoga workout right now. I'm ready to go. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. And I'll see you in day 14. 2 weeks tomorrow. All right, everybody, have a great rest of the day. Nancy Fox, The Business Fox. Bye.